my new intro. Enjoy my new video. Here we go. Hi, happy fur day. It's Candice and Weasley. It's Candice and Weasley. My 9-day break officially starts now, and I have good news. I'm getting most of my students back for the summer because I thought I wasn't, but I am. Yay, Weasley, good news. So this video is about Neville Goddard's ladder experiment and how to use the knot technique. I'll put the title box in the video like I always do. I have it saved. I can't remember what I called it. Yeah, mommy's home for 9 days. Mwah. So I'm going to explain the ladder technique and then how people use the knot technique, which is almost the same thing. And I'm going to explain how to use it carefully, because a lot of people use it and they could be using it wrong. Like I said in my Rampage video, that Rampages are similar to Robotic Affirming and do what works best for you. So if this works for you, then do it. I'll explain. So I'm going to put him down because I have to use the bathroom and his feet is going to go off. So I'll be back. Mwah. Alright, I'm back. So the ladder experiment was given by Neville Goddard. I've mentioned Neville Goddard plenty of times. He's a law of assumption philosopher. He had many lectures. And he used the ladder experiment to prove to people that the subconscious mind is a powerful thing. And to prove that visualizing has more power over words. So during his lecture, he said, during the day, write post-it notes and put them everywhere, or say to yourself, I will not climb a ladder. And then when you go to sleep at night, visualize yourself climbing a ladder. Picture yourself climbing up the ladder and down the ladder, up the ladder, down the ladder, back and forth, up and down the ladder. It could be any ladder, doesn't matter. He told people to do this for 3 days and then come back to his lecture if they climbed a ladder. And everyone came back because they all climbed a ladder, because they were visualizing themselves climbing a ladder. So his point was proven that visualizing is more powerful than words. And the subconscious mind does not understand the negative. No, they only hear ladder. I read a book about the subconscious mind, and if you want success or wealth, keep saying success all over again and saying wealth all over again, and then you'll eventually get it. So if you keep saying, I will not climb a ladder, all the subconscious mind is hearing is ladder, 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 ladder. And then when you're visualizing yourself climbing a ladder, that's what you're going to end up doing. So the ladder technique, or the knot technique, is used to detach your desires. So law of assumption is all about detaching your desires and being in the wish fulfilled and having a desired outcome. So when you're visualizing the desired outcome, the wish fulfilled. So that's why it's more powerful, because you're visualizing having the thing that you already want, already acting like you already have what you want, and it goes together with what you're saying, because the subconscious mind doesn't understand. No, it just hears ladder. So when you're putting those together, if it just hears ladder and then you picture yourself climbing a ladder, you're going to climb a ladder. Just like if someone says to you, don't picture a pink elephant, you're going to picture a pink elephant. Like if you're a teacher, like maybe you're saying to children, don't run, what are they going to do? They're going to run. So when you're saying, I will not climb a ladder, you're detaching yourself. By saying you won't get or do something, you will get it, because, like I said, you just hear ladder. But you're visualizing, which is more powerful. He used the ladder technique because it's something a lot of people don't want to do. It's something that people want attachment to. Who wants to climb a ladder? People usually don't want to climb a ladder. A lot of people are afraid of heights or just don't want to do it. So that's why he used that. So some people are like skeptical about using this technique. Neville Goddard really wanted people to use this technique. Then he would have told you to use the knot technique instead of the ladder technique. He was just trying to prove a point. So what I'm trying to say is, use it if it feels good for you. Use a technique if you believe it to be true. Remember, part of law of assumption and law of attraction is believing. Law of assumption is believing that you already have what you want. So some people thinking that they're saying, I will not climb a ladder. If they really believe that they won't climb a ladder, they might start picturing themselves not climbing a ladder. So it might not work for them. So do what works right for you. So I'm going to tell you how to use the knot technique correctly and carefully if you have a hard time believing and being skeptical about just using knot technique by itself. You could try the knot technique, and if it works for you, keep doing it. If it doesn't work for you, try something else. The knot technique is the same concept as the ladder experiment, or ladder method, or a ladder technique, whatever you want to call it. So saying I will not climb a ladder, and the visualizing, because visualizing is more powerful and it only is a ladder, you will climb a ladder. But when you're visualizing, you have to feel that it's already true. You have to visualize like it's already happening, like it's already true. You're visualizing the desired outcome. And have you ever noticed if you say you don't want something, a lot of times you end up getting it. Because you're focusing so much on what you don't want, you end up getting it anyway. It could work in that aspect. So like I said, try the technique. If you're not getting what you want by using the not technique, it's because you're not visualizing, you're not believing, you're not acting like you already have the desired outcome. And you could do what I'm going to tell you to do. So if you're not visualizing, you're just affirming that you don't have it. If you're just saying, I don't want money, and you're not visualizing that you have money, you just say you don't want money, and then you won't get it. It's like saying an affirmation in a way. This is like kind of like the opposite of affirming, and that's why it might not work for you. If you want to do a robotic affirming, if you want to do rampages, instead check out my What Are Rampages video, What Are Affirmations video, check out my Rampages playlist, check out my Affirmations playlist. Do what works for you. But the point of techniques is believing, and believing that you have a desired outcome. Check out my video, You Have to Believe. Check out my believing playlist. This is going to be in my technique playlist. I also have a technique playlist. I have a visualizing playlist. And this will be in my visualizing playlist. Because the not technique has to do with visualizing. The ladder technique, the ladder method, experiment, and this not technique has to do with visualizing. So if you're affirming that you don't have it and you're not visualizing it, then you're going to believe that you don't have it, even if the subconscious mind doesn't know the negative, because you're not visualizing. He proved that visualizing is more powerful than what you're saying. But you have to visualize when you're doing this method. So this is how to do it correctly in order for you to believe that it's going to work. Because if you're doing it and you're not believing and not visualizing, it won't work. So you could say, it's like you're trying to manifest money. Say, I don't want any more money because I already have enough of it. I don't need any more money because I'm already a multi-millionaire. See, so you're saying you don't want it because you already have it. So that is like saying the not technique with an affirmation. And that's even more powerful. And then visualize, which is even more powerful. Visualizing is very powerful. And that was his point. And like I said before, if he really thought this not technique worked, he would have told people to do the not technique. But no, he told people to do this ladder experiment to prove a point that visualizing works more than what you say. So you could also do the 33 by 3, I have a video on that, and the 369, I have a video on that, with the not technique. But I advise doing it with the affirmation after, like I just said. 369 is right 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night. I don't want any money because I have enough of it. I don't want any money because I am already a multi-millionaire. Or you could do the 33 by 3. Write down 33 times for 3 days. I don't want any money because I'm already a millionaire. You could do if anything. I don't want my SP because I already have him. I don't want the love of my life because I already have the love of my life. I don't want to lose any more weight because I'm already thin. I don't want to lose weight because I'm already at my desired weight. And next week I'm going to do a video. You can put affirmations and the knot technique together. The knot technique the way I just said to do it. And then I'm going to do a playlist. Start doing examples of that. I do shorts for my affirmations. An affirmation is like a few sentences. And then I'm going to do another playlist on affirmations with the knot technique together. And I might just do the knot technique by itself. I have said a couple of times, like, law of attraction mistakes that you should not be making video is don't overdo it. Don't do so many techniques at once. Don't do so many things at once when manifesting, because then you're overdoing it and you're going to drain yourself, and then you're going to get bored, and then you're going to feel like it's a routine, and then you're not going to manifest what you want. You could also do this with SATs. SATs is visualizing a scene in your head over and over again at night. SATs is another technique by Neville Goddard. Say in the morning, I don't want any more money because I'm already a multimillionaire. And then picture a 5 to 10 second scene in your head of you being a multimillionaire. It's 2 techniques, that's it, and call it a day. So you're saying you're a multimillionaire, which is an affirmation. And you're acting as if that you're already a millionaire. You don't want it because you already are a millionaire. And that's even more powerful. Put it all together. Knot technique, an affirmation, and visualizing. There you go. It's done. Like I said, next week I'm going to be talking about the knot technique with affirmations. And also want to do a video on why affirmations aren't working for you. I want to do a video on techniques. A video about general techniques, how they do work. Those are a few things I wanted to do videos on. I might do a video next Friday. I've been doing them every other Friday. Like I didn't do last Friday. I did today. And then I'm off next Friday, so I'm going to do next Friday since I'm off. And then I'll skip the week after. So I hope you understand this video. Do what works for you. Do whatever technique works for you. If you want to just say, I don't have money, and then picture yourself having money, and just do the knot technique without saying an affirmation after, then do that. If you want to do it with the affirmation and it makes you feel better, do that. Remember, techniques work when you believe and when you act as if you already have what you want, knowing that you already fulfilled your wish and that you have the desired outcome. And that's what you do when you're visualizing and when you're affirming it. When you affirm, you have to act as if you already have what you want. I don't want any money because I'm already a millionaire. Teach yourself being a millionaire. A lot of times that you say you don't want something and it happens, it's because you deep down you believe it to be true. It's all about mindset. I have a video called Change Your Mindset, Change Your Life. Like you want to quit smoking. You keep saying I'm going to quit smoking, but you don't quit smoking. It's because you don't really believe you're going to quit smoking. That's why the knot technique is not working, because you think you're a smoker. If you say I'm going to quit drinking, but you're not quitting, it's because you're not visualizing you being sober. So be careful with this technique. It works with the ladder because it's something you detach from. No one wants to climb a ladder. And this knot technique has worked for people. That's because they're really believing it in. And they're visualizing at night, visualizing that they already have it. It doesn't hear no. But if you're not visualizing it, it's going to hear what you're saying. Even mentioned in the movie The Secret, if you keep saying you don't want any bills, bills are going to come. Because deep down, you're believing. It's not even about really what you're saying. It's about believing. You're picturing the bills coming. Because deep down in your mind, you're believing what you're saying. And that's why the knot technique could work. But if you're skeptical about what you're saying and you're not visualizing, then it might not work. I said over and over again, do what works for you. Try out the knot technique by itself and try out the knot technique with saying an affirmation like the way I said it. Let's get Weasel say bye-bye. Hi, we're back. Like I said, I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Have a great summer, teachers, if you're off. I'm working the summer. I work in the summers in my job. And I'll get my students back. Yay! Because I have 5 of them. Anyway, bye.